okay?
Echoing where heard. You don't. It is now 6:03 in the morning, and the poetic automaton is delicious. It moves groaningly, and I, this guy, am here in London, near Queensgate, grinning sheepishly with a cigarette in his mouth. Oh yeah, this is my travel companion. His name's William. He's a bird. He does bird stuff, see? Whoa. Anyway, I'm here now. It's around 6. I just checked out of my hostel. It is around 6. And I am getting ready to go to Paris, which should be fun. And I'm going to visit Beckett's house, and I'm going to visit the Louvre, and I'm going to do stuff. Parisian stuff. So, I have to take the train to St. Pancras, Pancras, get a train there, and I will be documenting this journey. The sun hasn't even risen yet, really. Let's see. Anyway. But yeah, the name of the hostel's Baden-Powell House. I don't know if it's named after someone famous or not. It probably is. Someone who's kind of famous. Have a hostel named after him. Or maybe it's someone really famous and they just decided to name a hostel after them along with other stuff. This area is pretty... I don't know if you can see. It's like a lot of pillars and stuff. Anyway. Here we go. The undergrad. Be there soon. Be vigilant. Me and William. Say hi, William. love this shit. Waiting for the train. I want to take this opportunity to say, never lose your passport, because it will take forever to find. The sun's almost up, and I'm still exactly where I started, which isn't so bad. But I'm going to keep my passport now in my breast pocket forever until the end of my life. And I will maybe get it tattooed to my chest. Maybe. But that was frightening for a second. Or a bunch of seconds. That was like a couple, 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Alright. Shit! Fuck!
What do you think, William? Yeah. We should go soon. We'll go after coffee. Leave me alone.
Is High Street, Kensington. The next station is Edgware Road. This is a Circle Line.
I believe we are going here. Same thing. So, William's mad at me. He says we should have left earlier. But we're here now. And, about to buy a ticket to Paris. I want to see if Sandy's still there. Old Mr. Beckett. He's still alive, right? I think so. Last I heard. Oh, I'm trying to get a ticket to Paris.
Paris? You want to collect ticket to Paris?
Oh no, I still need to buy one.
To buy one?
Yeah.
Left and on your right hand side.
Okay, thank you very much. So, this is the International Concourse or train station or whatever. It's pretty spectacular. So I have a ticket to Paris for 3 p.m. And I think I'd like to take this opportunity, now that I'm waiting here in this big place here, just kind of sitting here, talk a little bit about the person who I'm trying to see, Mr. Beckett. I'm reading this book, More Pricks Than Kicks. It was the second publication. Although he wrote a book when he was 26 called Dreams of Fair and Middling Women, which wasn't published during his lifetime. In fact, he reneged on publication for this because I guess he was a very harsh critic on his own work, and especially someone who wishes to approach silence working with words and sounds and meanings. No doubt you're going to be a hard critic. No doubt you're going to feel like you are failing every time you commit words to the page. So, for that, I think there is some honor in that. I think also William over here has been a pretty good companion so far. He's a good bird. He's a good old bird. Is that right, William? Yeah, he's sleeping right now. But Mr. Beckett is one of my favorite authors ever, and he's a fantastic playwright, endgame, and of course waiting for Godot, however you want to pronounce it. So I was sleeping while the others suffered. Am I sleeping now? Tomorrow, when I wake, or if I do, what shall I say of today? Then I, with Estragon, my friend, till fall of nightfall, I waited for Godot. That not so passed by in his carrier, but he spoke to us. Perhaps, and all that, what truth will there be? He'll know nothing. Tell me of the blows he received in that demon carrot. Stride of a grave, and a difficult bird. Lingeringly, gravedigger puts on the forceps. We have time to grow old, etc., etc., etc. The air is full of our cries. But either way, I'd like to take this opportunity to get William in the frame there because he's a bit of a ham, you know. He he likes attention. Like most small animals, he has a inferiority complex, and so I shower him with love. Oh. Anyway, there is a certain metaphysic to this purgative, this distillation of words to fit silence. That is ideally the ideal. It is ideal. It is what it's impossible to reach and always quick returning. And his purgatory is a very sad and very profound symbol for, you know, Sisyphus pushing the boulder up the fucking hill. For post-World War II Europe, it has a very much practical anguish, cultural, more grounded in a war-torn Europe that just was starting to get back on its legs when Godot came out in 52, I think, 1952. It was in French first, I think. Pretty sure. I know it came out in Europe first. Anyway, I'm trying to see, and it turns out that lady gave me the wrong directions, and then I came by and she saw me and I was like, what the hell? Bitch, gave me the wrong directions. And she's like, no, stay out of our country, you fucking tourist. You the tourist. She started speaking some words that I couldn't really understand, but I think they were French. But anyway, none of that actually happened. I made it there fine. I did have to ask for for directions a couple times, but as you can see, I have where's my ticket? Oh, here it is. My ticket and receipt here for 3 coach, and am awaiting to awaiting this train. It'll take me there by 8 probably. I'll be around people who only speak French and I won't know a whit of it, and will probably make a fool of myself. And yet, it turns out I looked it up on Wikipedia and I think Beckett's dead. I didn't yeah. I think his ghost is still around, though. What's that, William? We should explore London before we get on the train. But we still have time? Sounds like a plan.
Cool.
I got McDonald's.
You know, I used to think people studied cultures, different cultures, just because they thought it was a novelty or fascinating or something. But now I'm starting to get that it's like a way to understand something different, a different lifestyle, different way to be, to pursue options, just to be free. Maybe some seats are cramped,
In the misty
more cramped.
quadrant. This ill terrain. Splashed.
See that guy on the
Pond
right? He's playing
with
Amelie on the piano.
a few soul
He just stopped.
waves. Such is not the place I'd imagine
Continue at the
my
See? He's wiggling his fingers. Some
especially
chick
in a
is
place
talking
like
to him right
this,
now. This guy's zipping up his jacket.
where everything I know
And the
is
lift
just
goes up and down.
lush and green. Frozen. It's a France. frozen moment in time. I'm here. As promised, I am still recording my time here. I'm in Paris right now in
Just to live in moments
pretty
forever.
mediocre hotel. But
Just
that's no matter.
these
It's kind of nice. It has a nice bathroom. See,
insignificant.
can't really see from there, but I mean, there's tiles and shit. I mean, how bad could it be?
That's all
Um,
anyone could ever know.
hello,
their
William.
life in recollecting. That one could know their
He's excited. He's excited that we're in
existence as being
Paris. Anyway,
in recollecting.
just like Parisian maps are as hard to fold back together as they are to navigate. So let's see, what am I doing today? Shit. I don't really know where I am. Waiting for the train. Waiting for the train. Waiting for the train. That guy's looking at me. Wait. Say hello, William. He's excited. We're going to Montparnasse Cemetery. Which apparently you need to take the metro before to get there, but it's a straight shoot. Gonna visit the graves of a lot of famous people. People who did some good in the world. People who changed the world. And I want you to come on this trip with me. I love you.
Or rather, the street. The architecture really is astounding everywhere. You can tell these buildings are pretty old. Just going for a walk because I don't have any money not even to take the subway, really. It seems I'm in a location where there's a lot of shops. There's a lot of places to spend money and no sort of free museums or anything. But hopefully I can figure out a way to tackle my claim. But I do want to stay here for more days. It's interesting just watching people watching. Things aren't so different. I said something before about, different types of freedom. And really, that's true. There's different ways people can be free that are more restrictive. But to them it is freeing. For example, someone who doesn't know a word of French being somewhere where all they speak is French. I don't know. I know bonjour. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Bring me to my knees. Purity fucks with me. Boring ecstasy. That too. Sacred heart is artist with me. Weird Mr. Beckett's crib. His eternal crib. It's perfect date. If there's a cool spot in hell, I hope you get it. There's a cool spot in hell, I know you'll get it. Crashing heaven's track. Something about Nord. I'm here. Find this. the Montparnasse Cemetery. Cemetery to Montparnasse. Wow. To be honest, it's somewhat cathartic. I wonder. Let's see here. Rochefort. Rivoli. Champs-Élysées. Le Grand Army. Here we are, Saint Germain. Huh. Say hi, William. Hi, William. Word. Dear Mr. Demars, the Lennox Montparnasse team is wishing you all the best for this new year. Bon année 2014. And they left some candy. Some chocolate. I don't have much to report. I tried looking for places, so I couldn't figure out what to do because I don't have any money. So what I am going to do is drink right now. And hopefully there will be some developments. And meanwhile, I'm just going to soak in this this experience and try and figure out what to do. It'll be good. Cool. I have in my possession 105 euros. Let's see if we can make some French stuff happen tonight. Happy New Year's, everybody. You were silence. Someone once told me that God is the remainder. I don't know about that, but maybe the God of words is. Samuel Beckett, 1906. Rest in peace. Now you know whether there's a heaven or not. Still, he fought on all day. Hopelessly. Mechanically. Only relaxing with Twilight. To listen for her coming to loosen yet another stone in the clumsy dam set up and sustained by him. Frightened and corruptible. Till at last, for the first time, he was unconditioned by the satanic dimensional trinity. He was released, achieved, the blue flower, Vega, God. After a timeless parenthesis, he found himself alone in this room, spent with ecstasy, torn by the bitter loathing of that which he had condemned to the humanity of silence. Thus each night he died and was God, each night revived and was torn and battered with increasing grievousness, so that he hungered to be irretrievably engulfed in the light of eternity, one with the birthless, cloudless, colorless skies. in infinite fulfillment. Then it happened. While the woman was contemplating the face that she had overlaid with death, she was swept aside by a great storm of sound, shaking the very house with its prolonged triumphant vehemence, climbing in a dizzy, bubbling scale, until dispersed it fused into the breath of the forest and the throbbing cry of the sea. They found her caressing his wild dead hair.
You think more than feel, and dote upon your own shallow extremes as if they were an ailing child, slowly, as the eyes roll back, dissolving the periphery of self into a medium of the self. As though by this old anniversary, some crucial song was to be so removed, left for dead, to fatten the flies. The shadow gave me all of what made him him. He asked nothing of me, only that I do his good work well, explicitly, yet echoed in the chasm of sweet, unsated thought. Unsated, bitter. But no matter. Yeah. Was enough. It opened ends. He chimed in a black breath of night and death, droning his own random sleeping blessing. Told me I was to take his words. Didn't tell me how it would go down. Of course, you bastard, said the shadow. Of course you're the one to yammer on about my Minetta, the news she brings to me. Her cursed tears couldn't speak enough for Saturn to break his exile. He said, explicitly, that I needed to stop believing my own strictures of sought structure, though Minetta clutched hard, her heart not there. On he flared. Dawn. He flared. Little youth, leave me barren, undressed and understood in my nakedness. His presumed life, seen in the tempers of my rib cage, the small hairs on my chest. Taste the suffering. Hell, yeah,
Is that William? We're approaching the Eiffel Tower. Well, hey now. This will be my hangout spot for the night. There's a lot of people here. And soon you will see
that, like all things, have become
more
what
of
they
these
destroy.
Parisian lights.
And become.
I believe you can see
the void
the
plays
tip
out.
of it
It becomes
right
something,
there.
but something curiously deficient.
Let's see if we can get closer, eh?
Yet, I will
I'm not
consider
shutting off the camera.
of the day. For the day and the night drop equally from the world. For time has made all the light and darkness a rending. This rending considers the day as hindrance and the night as rule. She does not live within this sense of things. She does not live the concept. For the concept is strange enough to rend it from itself as the day from night. quite complicated. It's flawed. For the flaws of things are only such if the thing is complicated. The night and day are complicated. They are division. They are an idea made two things, two different things. Things that are so precious, so very flawed. Precious. Is that rending that is perfect?
I'm in a really cool part of Paris. And from here,
Schematics.
it almost dwarfs the Eiffel Tower.
Creases in your neck that glint in the
Yeah,
light of
tower's
perspiration. Your interminable breath,
It's
the
just
breath
far
of
away.
ages. Tell me you see this. Tell me you see yourself and know only yourself, and that all things, though not a part of you, will part in you, as a flower blooms. That is, as the enclosure opens to reveal a small, yielding septum.
Now we're getting up
Give me
close
your
and
grace.
personal.
No, not the universe. Know only that who you are is how you meant to be. That is, in the absence of love, all things, it seems, deride you. You weather a shifty gang of blighted fools by their own protest against a world that is from the outset stricken of what the fool desires most, and is left to live only in the fickle head as a confusing and inaccurate metaphor. See the dense desires of men. Know yourself the promise of all men. Given to the world as a coy meditation on the parallels of the universe and your shoulder. Kimbo. That any picture which do not proper justice. Special kinetic pressure is moving in relative syncopation. Grow, please. Nice. Hold my hand
See that,
and let me scream the
carousel,
glories of
that,
my great race. Nothing.
ride, there's a circle thing.
Save
I
the
forget what it's called. Here's a carousel.
Let's see the sails. See how they're stapled together. As though one wrong move rend together the particles of life and leave us walking on our hands. Woo! And leave my hands without your hands. To squeeze heartily. And without a familiar creature strong enough to hold under my largesse. Besides the pastoral earth that trembles under the weight of my assimilated self. You say you will sleep. Do not close your eyes. Hold you together with stable. Unsure of whether or not the tether holding things together will be broken. Leave me walking on my hands. Leave the little youth abandoned. This frustrated youth. This innocence twain. Then mended. And yet not the same as before. But do not worry, you. You have your own problems, your own mistakes to rectify and even fix, even make things better than before if you wish. It does not matter to me. My wisdom of you is found in intimacy, and in the spaces of my ribs and the eternity of your desperate heart beating between dilemmas. With each fixing, a new choice arises. And the only lie is this, that the finely tuned ringing in your ears is singing for you to walk away. Walk so far away that even in my dreams I cannot find you. Besides in busted minutes that in their cloudy, drowsy confusion slight the signs.
Downstream on impassive river, suddenly I felt the
Leave you
tone of
impatient,
the
leave me slightly confused, and leave every concentrated part as separate as my nerves from the chordal spasm, running from the dick, the spine, to nowhere. To remind one of the dank penalties of a mind that is too illustrious in its dreaming, too infrequently ambitious, too obsequious hankering for oneself to be right and never wrong. And so, you too are phantasm. Your hallucination, prolipsis, to an argument that never intended to be argued. And thus I can never get to the center of this poem. And things get undone. And our ribs become construed together.
Gave
We are
parade for New
beasts.
Year's. And
Trapped
what
within the
fuck?
solitude of bizarre.
What you gonna say about
Bizarre.
it? Something about the
Desire.
architecture.
In fantasy that
It's
claims
brilliant.
all and denies.
It's like from every
without
angle there's
saying
some
that it shall
dynamism.
deny, leaving us both in silence.
Something going
Leaving
on.
us both to sit on the side of the
It's never
bed looking
bland.
at our reflection on the blank TV screen.
And it's funny 'cause
Waiting
it's such a
both of us to
simple
see a different person.
piece
A
of
reflection.
architecture.
Do not.
Just goes to show you what like
It is something you would find by the
space
inflections of the throaty
can do. It's
some animal restrained in the night, howling from the gut. I look
It's hard
at you
to
and see
capture it
such
perfectly
ambivalence of
here
emotion.
on this device.
I look at you and see a mighty, inescapable reflection of nothing, save what I implant.
Still looking. Something's leading me somewhere though. There's something. Little breadcrumbs. Beautiful cemetery, really.
Was I sleeping? While others am I sleeping now?
Wandering,
Tomorrow, when I wake,
but we're here.
I think I do. What shall I say of today? That with Estragon, my friend, till fall of night I waited for Godot. That Pozzo passed by in his carrier, and that he spoke to us.
Keep me
Perhaps.
now, never in good stuff.
And all that, what truth was I be? At last, we approach silence, old man.
Here we are. What is that? Notre Dame. Famous chapel.
I wonder sometimes if you were given the chance to do something spectacular, how would you will it be done? How would you will it? That's what I'm learning. To really will. And if someone can create something like this, I don't know if you can see it. That's the Arc de Triomphe. And if someone can create something like this, how can I not do something grand?
how can I not at least try to create something that grand? To take people's breath away. Pretty cool, no? Now that I think about it, how could I will something even a quarter that grand? Tomorrow. And tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Often beneath this ledge, often beneath, when I look across outer sea, the minstrels beckons quite away from me. Whose shadow shreds the morsel on that point? Yourself, no semblance of that breed.
I think it's about time for my experience in Paris to come to a close. Maybe. I'm not sure yet, because I don't have any money, and literally I'm just seeing the sights and walking around. So far it's been pretty cool. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my parents, who literally didn't necessarily organize it, but they paid for me to do all this. So they're the producers of this movie. And just seeing a different culture where everyone speaks a different language. It's like you're on an alien planet sometimes, but I didn't think I realized how much I appreciated being outside of my comfort zone when given the chance to do that. I visited Beckett's grave again this morning. I didn't film it because there's some things that you should leave to memory and memory alone. But I had to meditate a few moments and gave him the salute before heading off for my last time. I'm gonna come back to France. It's pretty cool. It's a nice city. Maybe have more definite plans next time, but partially how haphazard it was the excitement. And I didn't really know what I was gonna do. Is that right, Wayne? Me. So, Wayne's been a great travel companion. Oh, stop it. He's humble. He's a humble bird. But he's actually learned humility. First he had kind of an inferiority complex. Shouldn't say that too loud. He's a very humble bird. Anyway. Brilliant. Happy New Year, everybody. Boo.